Hey guys, today's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to be talking about my health and things that I deal with, because as you can see, I'm in bed and I feel like I'm going to die. Maybe not literally, but it hurts a lot. So to explain, it was almost 5 years ago when I had a suicide attempt and overdose on antidepressants and sleeping pills and some other things that I don't really remember. Anyways, that messed up my heart and the way my body functions. And so it was about half a year later or so when I started to really get sick a lot, as in I'd wake up almost with morning sickness, like, you know, pregnant people wake up randomly feeling pukey, yeah, or like randomly throughout the day. It was that kind of thing. It was really painful. It feels like the organs in my torso or like abdomen are being crushed, or they're like going to explode, and it's very painful. And half the time it causes me to puke. And then this past October, or last October, I had an accident where I don't really know, to be honest. Me and my boyfriend were in the shower and I had to get out because I felt really sick and I needed to like go puke. But I ended up passing out before I ended up getting there. And when I came around, my boyfriend was like, "Do you have any idea what happened? Blah, 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 blah. Like, we need to go to the hospital," kind of thing. I don't really know what happened, but he said that I was shaking, kind of like a small seizure or something like that. But I was completely out cold. I did not feel my face hit the ground, and I had a huge bruise on the side of my forehead and like the side of my nose. And I'm pretty sure that my nose is slightly crooked now, but like it's not that noticeable. But like, I don't know if you can tell, but like this bone is a lot more out than this one. And like, it's not a big deal, but like still. And so that happened. But I've been trying to get answers from my doctors, and that has been horrible. It's so hard. We have no idea what's going on. The first time I went into the ER, it was back in 2016. They thought I had a blood clot in my lungs for some reason, so I went for an x-ray and everything was fine. And then I kept complaining, so my doctor sent me to get an ultrasound, and that came out fine. And then we were trying like antidepressants, we were trying antacids, stuff like that. And then when I started passing out, that's when we started to test my heart. So I got the heart monitor for 2 weeks, and then I got a heart ultrasound, and then ECG. Sorry, my hand is shaking. See, that is part of it. I'm not feeling good, so I'm not really still. I get really shaky, and my vision can get really blurry. Right now it's not too bad, but yeah, my health it's been getting better. It's definitely not as bad as what it used to be, except for when it comes to the passing out, because that hits me at random times. Like, I could just like, the second time it ever happened was in a grocery store. I had to lie down on the floor because I couldn't get up, I couldn't see, and I was literally laying there for like half an hour. The workers were so lovely. They came over and helped, gave me some water, got me a chair, kind of thing. But yeah, it sucks. And I have no idea. All my tests come back normal. All the blood tests come back normal. So we're kind of at a loss right now. But right now, me and my doctors are focusing on my ears because I have a constant ringing that I never really acknowledged was my ears ringing until a couple months ago. But it's been like that for a couple years at least. And I just thought that was normal, you know? I thought that everybody heard these ringings all the time. But then the one day, I said something in front of a group of friends about this ringing, and they all looked at me crazy, and I was like, they can't hear it. It's only me. Awesome. And it's weird because my doctor was like, get a hearing test because, you know, blah, blah, blah. I haven't done that yet. But she was like, I don't think you have hearing, like, loss. And I'm like, no, I don't think I do. I think I have, like, super extra hearing. Like, I hear things so clearly. I'm such a light sleeper. If you're, like, down the hall and you're talking, chances are I can still hear you. If you're in a different fucking apartment, I can probably still hear you. Also, excuse the language. But yeah, it's really hard. And my diet has been getting horrible because I can't stand to make food. Like, standing there, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I feel like I'm gonna puke. So half the time, my boyfriend's making me soup or, like, sandwiches, things like that. Like, small things because my stomach can't handle most food. Like, it sucks. And I could go into detail about a lot of things and how I feel about everything and how irritating everything is, but I don't really want to cry right now. So maybe I will go more in depth in another time, but for now I just kind of wanted to talk to somebody, anybody. If anyone's watching, talking to you. Or, you know, I just really I felt the need to talk. If you struggle with anything similar or any health problems, comment, let me know. Let's talk about it. Maybe we can get over these things together. The Spoonie community is always here. And if you don't know what the Spoonie community is, it is a community of basically chronically ill, chronically pain, people who struggle, and it's connected with the spoon theory, which is every day you have a set amount of spoons. So let's say you have 12 spoons, and getting out of bed would take 1, getting dressed might take 1, and then maybe taking a walk would take 3, taking a shower might take 2, you know. So throughout the day you're spending your spoons, and it's like, I don't know how to explain it so much, but like, it makes sense when you really get into it and you're talking to the people. Most people have the same struggles. Most people, they can't work. Like, work is very hard for me right now because half the time I go in and I'm puking while I'm working, and that's horrible. But like, you gotta make money, you gotta pay rent somehow, gotta buy groceries, and then doing school is so difficult, even just from sitting in my bed. Like, I honestly can't sit up without it hurting, and so it's really hard for me to concentrate and type on my computer or read anything. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm gonna stop talking because I can feel my throat getting that scratchy feeling from before you cry. Ugh, good times. I'll probably do makeup later and post that, so stay tuned. And if you listen to this, thank you for listening to my rambling. Love you. I hope you have a great day and you're staying safe and healthy. And I'll see you next time.